I've returned to Jeju, South Korea, and I'm so excited about it because of this right here, the Pokemon Wonder Island event. There's a few locations spread across Jeju that have special Pokemon-themed events happening on them, and they have Pokemon Go stuff happening as well. If we disengage with this Pokestop, you'll see that we have a stamp rally. That's right, we have a stamp rally across the entire island of Jeju, and we get some pretty fun rewards from it. So with that being said, let's just start this thing off. Let's get our first stamp of the entire Jeju Island stamp rally. We'll remove it here. We get a green Pikachu with a wonderful Jeju shirt, and by the way, these are spawning in the wild. I've already seen a few of them. Now that we've claimed the airport one, let's get our first Pikachu encounter. Oh, yes! It's so freaking shiny, let's go! And you know what's even more magical about this, ladies and gentlemen? It's gonna have a background. This is guaranteed to have a background. I cannot believe it. This is my first ever shiny background stamp rally Pokemon, which is a bit of a mouthful to say, but thankfully these things can't get away. Oh man, I am so freaking happy. I cannot tell you. I've been wanting something like this for a while. Done so many of these stamp rallies, and I have yet to ever get a shiny. But there we go. Shiny background card Jeju Pikachu, and this is the first of 4. I don't know what the other backgrounds look like yet. And we also get other items. If we go here real quick and go to this thing, as you can see, we're gonna get like an item, and then we get an encounter, then we get an item, then we get an encounter, then we get 2 items, and then the final one is an encounter. And these right here are all of the locations. We will be going to these locations throughout the entirety of this trip to Jeju. But that right there is probably the biggest win right now. That is insane that we got a shiny background Pikachu as our first encounter. I can't wait to show you all the other stuff though. There's so many cool in-person things that they've done here, and some special spawns that they're throwing in as well. Now, before we leave the international airport, I do want to mention that there are quite a few things inside of the airport as well. It's not just those Pokestops. There was a Pikachu wearing the Jeju shirt, which was really cool to see with the Pokemon Go logo next to him, and there's also a map of everything to do right behind him. And on the doors of the airport, there's also a lot of decals for Jeju-inspired Pokemon stuff, which is really neat. I'm sure we're going to be seeing even more of that later, but for now, I gotta head out of this place because I'm actually on the other side of the island, so I'll see you when I get there. While I wait for my bus to get out of the airport, I probably should mention that we do have a timed research, the Jeju Island Stamp Rally timed research, and the thing on the top was to spend 5 Pokestops or gems. We did that earlier. We still need to catch 2 more Pokemon, we need to explore a kilometer, and then unfortunately we are time gated by 2 days. But on the upside, oh wait, no, it's gone. Yeah, I already caught the Pikachu. It was literally another one of the sure Pikachus. I promise you, they are spawning in the wild as you can see. But let's get to those other 2 Pokemon, and then we'll get that kilometer walked, and then tomorrow, when we spend another Pokestop, that's when we'll claim this stuff. Now, after a bit of a bus ride, I am now at the Yeomiji Botanical Gardens, and as you can see in the game here, we have quite a bit of stuff. There's a lot of Alolan Executors, and apparently in this area, that's a special thing, and I'm assuming that's what the stamp's gonna be as well, but it's pretty cool to see them, and they are boosted. But I'm also sure you've noticed there's a ton of the shirt Pikachus everywhere, including the ones that I'm like incensing right now, so let's just click on these as well, see if we get a shiny of this. Obviously, we already did get a shiny, and it has the background, which is insane, but I would love to get more shinies just in general, but I'd also love to get a hundo, so I'm gonna catch every Pikachu possible. But this place does look very cool. There's a lot of great decorations and stuff, and apparently it's even cooler inside. On the inside now, I'm popping Spatial Rend, and as you can see, we've got a lot of Alolan Executor and Kanto Executors around us, and a really huge one over there I didn't even notice about. I only noticed this one real quick, but honestly, this place is super cool. As you can see, there are a lot of Pikachus everywhere, a lot of Alolan Executors. In Japanese, I know the name is like Nasi or something like that, but it's just so fun to see it, and hopefully we'll get a shiny of this one. I would love to see that too. Also, we're right next to the stamps, so we might as well just get it while we're here, and apparently, if we complete all these stamps, we do get a real-world prize, but we have to get every stamp, so it might take a little while. But anywho, there we go, our Alolan Executor. Looks beautiful. And when we do that, I think that's just a claim a reward, but I don't know what we get. We get 1500 XP. Okay, that's it. That's all we get is XP. Not a big deal though. There is another one somewhat nearby, and we will grab that in a second, but we're not gonna fight him. But yeah, tons of Pikachus everywhere, and I just saw behind me there's like a Ditto garden and such, so let's check this place out. Oh my god, the bench is back, and there are 2 of them. In fact, I think there's a 3rd one over there too. It's so cool to see these here, because I remember we saw the one in Okinawa, but they painted over that one. So it's fun to see that they made more of them. The amount of Alolan Executors here gives me hope that maybe the rest of the places are like this, because there are a few places that have some really fun spawns. This is one of them for sure. There are like 2 other spots that have really cool spawns, in my opinion at least. So far, no shiny one yet, but I'm sure we'll get that golden palm tree, and I'm trying to catch every one of these Pikachus, but they just keep showing up, which is great. I'm not complaining complaining by any means. Also, though, there is a store back here, but I remember reading something that I might not be able to get anything. They were trying to stop resellers, so I don't know if I'll be able to purchase anything just because you had to like pre-order ahead of time and you needed a Korean phone number, yada yada, and I just don't think I'd be able to do that, but it doesn't matter in the end of the day. We're still gonna have fun with it, but if I can get lucky and just get one thing, I'd be happy. I've now wandered into the capsule land, and very interestingly here we have a whole bunch of things, including shirts, weirdly enough. And what's funny is they're like gachapon machines, but you could use your MasterCard apparently, and I think you could use Apple Pay. I don't know if you can use Visa, but we'll figure it out, but pretty cool nonetheless. They got some interesting stuff here. I honestly don't know if I can really buy any of these things, but I'm gonna try. They look neat for sure. Well, inside of the Gachapon shop, we did get a shiny Pikachu, so there we go. We're getting more of them, pretty cool. I will say, this is a lot better than I thought it was gonna be, you know? Like, it's a lot more built up. I think the spawns in this area are great for sure. I think I heard that apparently some of this stuff is like sold out, so I'm not gonna be able to probably get exactly what I was hoping to get here. But maybe I'm wrong and maybe there's more, but also, you need to get caught, my friend. Come on, buddy. Boom. This one probably will not have a background, more than likely, but there's always a chance it might actually have one. And I keep finding different vending machines everywhere, so I don't exactly know what I'm looking for here. But let's just take a look at this. 15. Neat. All right, I did manage to pick up some stuff. I'll go over it later, but it was such a hassle to get. Over here, we have like a Pokemon Go thingy. I think it's a real-life stamp rally, so I want to check it out. Sounds like it'd be cool. And also, I'm trying to find a buddy. He's somewhere around here. And here they are. Perfect. So we got to find 4 stamps. It turns out I was wrong, and there's 5. So this is the middle one. So this is the Alolan Executor right here. So we get it like so, and then we hit it down, and here's hoping it turns out looking good. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty good. I'm happy with that. So a lot has been going on. I actually ran into my buddy Edu over here, and we managed to get into the shop and get a lot more stuff. So I've been a little MIA, but as you can see, I did get 2 more of the shiny Pikachus, so this spot is pretty darn awesome. Now we're gonna get some sort of Pokemon-related drinks and food, so that should be great as well. Jeju's known for orange juice, or more oranges in general, but they have orange juice here, and I'm really excited for it. Very good. Very oishi. Oh my god, that's amazing. Man, Jeju has just the best oranges. It's fantastic. Also, we have orange bread. Of course I'm gonna try it. And it really got me hard here. Thank goodness you didn't see this. Oh my god. For my blood, sweat, and tears, I have earned this sticker right here. Beautiful. It's a fun little thing. I didn't expect anything too crazy, though at the end of the Pokemon Go Stamp Rally, we can get some more goodies as well. Been a while since I found a shiny today that wasn't a Mega Metagross, because that is happening right now. But that is our 5th shiny Pikachu of the day. I mean, obviously only one with a background, but this is really sick. Fingers crossed we can get an Alolan Executor, though. That's kind of what I'm trying to do, but I just cannot for the life of me find one. I've been doing laps around this whole botanical garden, just hoping to see a shiny one, but wow, that was decent. But anywho, oh, there's one. Please just prove me wrong. Oh, no way. There's no way that just happened. We just back-to-backed shiny Pikachu into a shiny Alolan Executor. I can't believe it. We called it into existence. We literally did. And the best part about this, and the reason why I wanted it, is because it does have the tag at the bottom for the Stamp Rally, so I just really wanted to get one, and I'm happy to say we did, so that feels really good. Now let's see what we get from this thing. I don't even care if it's good or not, but it's 2-star. We'll take it. And like I mentioned before, if we go to the bottom here, it does have the Jeju Isalnd Stamp Rally on it. Very cool, and if we go over to the Pikachus, they also have it, so I mean, obviously they would, but I was just showing it. And then we incense another one right next to the Ditto Garden and the gigantic Alolan Executor in the background. This is probably gonna be the last catch of this video, to be honest with you. We've got a lot we gotta get our hands on later on, but of course we actually have to hit this one. For some reason, my phone's acting up a bit, but there we go, we hit it. Oh, today's been a fun day though. I am really happy with this event. I didn't really think much of it, and we've only done 2 stamps. We'll see what the other places are like, but I know that there's one spot that's pretty darn amazing, but it's an alright Alolan Executor. I will take 2 shinies of this, why not? I know it's a boosted shiny normally, yada yada, but that's kind of why I wanted to get it, because again, it has the tag, and it's just very fitting for this event. This is literally for this event, or at least one of the main focuses. I mean, come on, they've got them over here, they have them over here. I mean, Executors everywhere. Well, I was very wrong. We're still getting shinies. I don't know what happened. I was going a really long period of not getting anything, and now suddenly that's just firing off. So maybe we'll stay in here for just a little bit longer, even though I just still cannot throw in front of you guys. 3rd time's the charm. But I do love this. Like, everything about this place has been done very well. Shout out to the Pokemon Company International. They're the ones I'm sure that hooked all this up. But let's see what happens with the 703. It has a 15 in HP. Either somebody remembered to turn on the shiny button, or maybe it's the 3rd helping of orange juice. This stuff is so good. I'm telling you, man. Jeju is known for its citrus, and I can see why. It is so good. It's ridiculously good. Also, the breads are really good, too. I haven't eaten hardly anything because I just landed from Bangkok a little bit ago. Anywho, though, let's take a look at this thing. Yeah, it's all right. Now we're back at the hotel, and I want to show you the stuff we got at the store before we dive into our shiny wins of the day. And for starters, we got this right here. This is a diver Pikachu, specifically how the divers look in Jeju. The last time I was in Jeju, I actually did see a guy dressed just like this, and he was going out and he was hunting for scallops and stuff like that, and also things like urchins. And that's why I decided to get these smaller ones, because not only is it just a Pikachu that's designed off of, you know, local divers and stuff like that, but they do come with a little clear acrylic thing of the thing they would be looking for. So there we go. We got the pink urchin one. So that is an urchin. And this is the male variant. And the reason why I mention that is because they also had a female one as well. As you can see here, they have it right there, and the tail is heart-shaped. And the big difference between the 2 of them here is that this one comes with a dwebble. So, you know, a little crustacean dude, like a little hermit crab. Even though technically this thing isn't in the ocean in the games, but whatever. Staying with the aquatic theme, they got Squirtle, which I think is hilarious that he's even wearing diving stuff, because literally that's what Squirtle does. It just swims around. And this one comes with a Wingull, which is perfect, you know? It's a seagull. Makes so much sense. I love it. And then this one was actually bought by Edu for me, so thank you very much, bro. I really do appreciate it, but it is the Slowpoke, or as you say in Japanese, Yadon, with Pukamukum, so, you know, some sort of shellfish-like thing. I really do like it. Again, an aquatic Pokemon, so I don't know why it has a mask or whatever, but it's part of the theme, and I like it. Another big reason why I decided to get all 4 of these guys like this instead of the bigger variants, because the bigger variants were a thing, is because I don't have a lot of space in my suitcase, and these guys can totally fit no problem at all, and they probably will be undamaged on the way home, as opposed to the big ones that came in their own individual boxes, which I probably would have had to have thrown away, and it just would have been more of a hassle, plus more costs, and I'm trying to save a little bit on this trip. But then Edu also gave me this because he bought a ton of these random blind boxes, and you can get all of these guys in the back here, and in fact, he really wanted that Pikachu, and thankfully he did get it. But he also got like freaking 7 of these things, so I got a Slowpoke one. I don't think I'm gonna get any more of these because, you know, random boxes, I could just get 5 of this guy. Thank you very much, I do like it quite a bit. He's a fun little Slowpoke thing, and I just like themed stuff for these kind of events, you know what I mean? Here are the shinies that we got for the day, if we exclude the Mega Metagrosses, because technically that was a separate thing. But we got 9 Pokemon. We got ourselves 3 Alolan Executors. Very glad that I got my hands on these things, but also we got the Pikachus, including this one with a background. I'm so freaking happy about this. I, again, never get luck with this kind of stuff when it comes down to the stamp rallies. I've done so many, including the freaking City Safari in Bangkok. Never once have I gotten my hands on one of these background shinies, so I'm just so freaking happy we got it. And I still get 3 more encounters, and I don't know if the background's the same, and if it is, then I'll just, you know, trade those ones off if I get extra shinies, yada yada. But I'm just so glad that I got this one, and that it's a female. I really like the heart-shaped tail. I think it's a fun little addition, and that background is really solid. But with that being said, this is going to end part 1 of this Jeju Stamp Rally. Smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video, and if part 2 is out, you should definitely check it out right here. And if it's not part 2, then you know what? Check it out anyways, because I'm sure this is a banger video.